Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Libra, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. So Libra, I am doing a very special bonus reading. It's coming out a little bit after the turn of the Lunar New Year, but this is a reading for the Year of the Dragon. The Year of the Dragon represents good fortune, prosperity, and abundance. But this particular, I guess they call it the Wood Dragon, comes with a little bit of a polite caution, which is to be aware of self-indulgence. So abundance is coming in all forms, not just in the kind of positive, affirming, financial ways, but if we are indulging a little bit in eating or spending or other kinds of frivolity, too much can be, there can be such a thing as too much. So it's just kind of telling everybody that message. I'm feeling very tight in my jaw right now, which I wasn't feeling 10 minutes ago. So I feel as though it has something to do with your energy. I don't know what that's about. I'm just gonna have this on my desk right now. I have a couple of crystals that I'd like to show you that I brought out just for this occasion. So this cute little dragon fluorite for focus, this dragon head for its crazy lace agate for joy, and then this amazing crystal, which is fire quartz. It's red hematite in quartz. So this is for gossip, dispelling, goddess, divine feminine energy. We have divine masculine and divine feminine in all of us. So just felt like the fiery energy wanted to be on the desk for you today, as well as, I suppose, the lapis lazuli. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one is going to be from the Chakra Oracle deck. The next one for the overall energy is going to be from the Dragon Oracle deck, and your tarot reading from the Prisma Visions Oracle. I'm sorry, Prisma Visions Tarot. He does have an Oracle deck too, the author, James Eads, which is equally as impressive as a deck. So, for Libra, I'm going to get the dragon energy for you. All the cards have been pre-shuffled. Thank you, Spirit. Silver Lunar Dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. Come into balance. Oh my God. That's come into balance, Libra. That's so perfect. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Your causal chakra. I've never heard that before. I'll have to look it up. I don't know why. Well, so I have a cat. She's our newest cat. We've had her maybe 9 months now, and her name is Luna. And yes, there's a moon in this card, but this dragon reminds me of her because she's all white. We named her Luna. The thing about, well, okay, I can see why. Thank you, Spirit. This is pretty obvious, but I'm actually thinking there's something about the way that this dragon is drawn that reminds me of Luna, because she's very hesitant, tentative. She's kind of shy. It's been 9 months. I still have not been able to pick her up. Whereas my other cats, I can lay on top of them. They don't care. I've never not been able to pick up a cat that I've owned. Luna was kept in a cage for several months too long before we got her. And I think it has, I mean, sometimes we gotta catch her in the right mood where she'll allow us to pet her and then she totally relaxes. But if she's not in that mood, she'll actually flinch. And there's something to it, right? Spirit's giving me that energy for a reason, that there could be something happening with you right now that's just causing you to be on guard, be defensive, be on guard. And Spirit is perhaps asking you, you know, they're saying come into balance. Maybe there needs to be a little bit of groundedness for an air sign, right? You feel comfortable in the cerebral, in the crown chakra, but maybe it's time for a little bit of root energy and sacral energy for you, that we need to be a little bit in our lower chakras where we don't feel like we're kind of spiraling away from ourselves. So Spirit's giving that message. All right, so okay, so I barely got a chance to shuffle. This is pre-shuffled, but I barely got a chance to go through the deck before this came out. This represents the root chakra. So thank you, Spirit. It's a beautiful synchronicity. The word is acceptance. It's so interesting that it's a cherry pie and the woman's name is Cherry. So cherries could be significant to you somehow. Trying to understand what this kind of ghostly energy is here, because I don't feel like it's a passed away loved one in any way. I feel like it's your higher self trying to assure you that everything's going to be all right. Because now I hear Alicia Keys. Everything's going to be all right. That song, I think, is called No One by Alicia Keys. I'm not a really big Alicia Keys fan, but it's very clear. It's like a radio in my head right now playing her song. So Alicia Keys might be significant to you. It's like taking your piece of the pie. Accepting that you deserve your piece of the pie, your portion, your share. I hope this kind of Spirit will elucidate that for me. I'm finding like I'm tripping over my words. It's like there's like a weird kind of disconnect because my brain is moving just fine, but the words are not flowing as articulately as I would like them to, but I feel as if it's your energy. I'm just going to I burned some Palo Santo before I started the video, but I'm going to burn some more to clear your energy, to clear whatever energy may be hovering around you that doesn't feel as like something that you want to invite in, or something that's causing you to stutter, to feel as though you're not as clear in your communication as normal. So thank you, Spirit. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. Past, present, future. Okay, one more. Wow, lots of major arcana. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What a confirmation. You have 4, there are only 6 cards on the table, and you have 4 major arcana. That's a lot. Major arcana First 22 cards of the tarot deck talk about the archetypes of humanity, the representations of different modes of being and different states of being. The minor arcana are all of the little details or big details that you and I can affect in the real world, the material world, whereas major arcana, it kind of shows that the divine has their hand in what is going on right now. So in the past energy, you got the Chariot card in the reverse. You can see here this car with the headlights and a dove actually kind of rising up above it. You did get this card in reverse. This represents Cancer energy in the major arcana number 7, and can talk about a few things, which is international travel, but it can also talk about movement forward, positive, victorious movement forward, inertia, steadiness in that movement. When the card is in reverse, there was some kind of stalling, feeling as if you couldn't get to where you wanted to go, much like the way that I was feeling as I was trying to express myself in the reading earlier, right? I think it's easing up a little bit. The Death card in the reverse, Scorpio energy to clarify the Chariot. So this is two very, very watery archetypes, watery zodiac signs that are coming in for you, Libra. So there could be a little feeling of discomfort at this time because you're not quite used to traversing the emotional depths as much as you may have been in the recent past. The Death card talks about endings bringing new beginnings, and right now there's something that you are perhaps trying to bring to an end. It could be a state of being, a state of mind, a job, a relationship, a health issue that you are trying to resolve, bring to an end, but you can't. And there's this delay in moving past it. I'm going to ask Spirit for, thank you, Spirit for a clarifier. This had to do with massive amounts of disappointment. 10 of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Swords is air energy, your energy, and it talks about complete devastation, to be quite honest with you. 10 of Swords is you're flattened, you're on the floor with something that really shook you to your core, made you feel, I just heard unworthy. I just dropped the card and it dropped in reverse again, so kept in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Unworthy is correct. Unworthy. Why would you ever feel that way, Libra? I mean, everybody feels that way at one time or another. Maybe that's now where this acceptance card is coming in. It's not that we're accepting unworthiness, of course not, but maybe we're accepting the things that we cannot change. Maybe you tried to change it. Maybe you tried to, I just heard keep a tower from falling. I don't see the Tower card here. But you were doing your best to maintain a status quo. But something came in and shook up the whole foundation. It shook up your whole, I almost want to say your whole worldview. That just really threw you off your game. Right? And so Spirit is asking you, come into balance. It's like kind of come back to yourself again. Practice peace. This energy, when this card is in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, it's like you're not feeling a lot of peace. At least this is the past energy. Remember, this is in the past energy. You weren't feeling a lot of peace. In the present energy, Page of Chalices, Page of Cups. Apology. A step forward towards someone, or someone stepping towards you. Reaching out. Outpouring. Pouring out of love. I'm hearing Alicia Keys again. That song, I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone the way that I loved you. Why do you give me so much pleasure and give me so much pain? I think those are the words. I'm really not a big fan, but like somebody out there might be super fan, so please don't be offended. Well, to each their own. But I keep on falling in and out of love with you. This could be, it doesn't have to be a romantic connection, though I am seeing strongly that this could be resonating for somebody out there. 10 of Chalices in reverse. Because this, you can see these two characters here kind of looking very lovingly into one another's eyes. 10 of Cups, 10 of Chalices talks about joy, ultimate contentment, ultimate bliss. But you got this card in the reverse. So there's something here that's being called into question about what it is that at this time is going to make you happy. And maybe whatever was kind of remnants from this past energy that you couldn't move past towards a victory, it's requiring somebody, whether you or the other person, to step forward and say, look, I'm sorry I disappointed you, I'm sorry I couldn't bring in that 10 of Cups that you were hoping for. 6 of Swords, moving on. 6 of Swords is a moving on energy. It doesn't mean you're necessarily moving on from this person, because I do see 2 butterflies here. This could also be a friendship too, right? I see 2 butterflies crossing this bridge of swords. I see, you know, even these 2 kind of trees, kind of everything's leaning in the forward direction. Even these 2 clouds up here, they're 2 clouds. So there has been this kind of great chasm that you and a partner, a friend, a loved one have been trying to traverse. I see that you're going to do it together. However, it's like I hear it came at a cost. There was a price. This apology is authentic, because the card came out in the upright. It's an authentic apology or outpouring of love. So it's almost like you want to just move on from the situation. Like, if I know Libras to be anything, I know a lot of Libras. Libra is in my North Node, and life has surrounded me on all sides by Libras. If I know anything about Libras, it's just, you do have a ability, I will say, when it goes so far as to call it a gift, but I will call it an ability to compartmentalize. It's, you know, let's just look at the facts of the situation and, you know, trying to let bygones be bygones. Thank you for your apology. Moving on now. This is the energy that you want to be in, but this isn't going away so easily, this disappointment. Can I have a clarifier for the 10 of Cups in reverse? Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Wands. It's showing me your resilience. It's showing me your tenacity. You're moving through the thicket of these woods. You're moving through it. Like, it's a slog. There isn't a clear path. There isn't a clearly defined path, but you're moving anyway. You know what I just heard? Mush, mush, mush. So I don't know if you have a connection to Alaska or societies or cultures where they have sledding dogs. If you're Canadian, if you I'm in a snowy climate where people are going mush, 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 moving forward. Or if you have a husky, just saw a husky dog. There's something here. There's also silver lunar dragon bathes you in divine feminine light. Really draw upon your feminine energy at this time. Sacral root chakra. Be a little more in the receptive energy as opposed to the aggressive energy. Allow the apology to come towards you. Allow yourself to receive love. Allow yourself. Allow. In the future energy, you got the Lover's card in the reverse. And the Moon. So that is a very, very important synchronicity, as Spirit showed me my little cat Luna, the other name for the moon. Moon is very important. Moon is, let's start with the Lovers. The Lovers is Gemini energy. Major Arcana number 6, and it represents divine partnership, but it can also represent a choice point. Being in a place of making a choice. I want to point out here that there's two characters dancing. There's one character that she's kind of like laid back in his arms. He's kind of, it's a little dip in the dance. But they both are wearing masquerade masks. It's almost like I see people putting on a brave face. That's what I just heard. Wearing a mask, putting on a brave face. But you're not really feeling as though there's a lot to decide between at this time, because if the Lovers represents choice, it's like, what choices? You've just got to accept what is and move on with our lives. I feel as though your energy is very matter of fact. It's just, it is what it is, what it is. But Spirit is showing me something a little different in your future energy with this Moon card clarifying the Lovers. There's still some mystery. There's still so funny, I said husky, now we have this dog and the wolf represented in the Moon card. This empty boat. What is it that I just heard the river Styx. The river Styx. I don't know the story behind the river Styx. I don't actually even know, is that from the Bible? Is it from Egypt? The river Styx? No idea. Spirit is not giving it to me in that context. They're just saying the river Styx. So please look that story up about the river Styx. There could be a parable, a message, a metaphor in that for you. It's almost like I see you get, like if you were in this boat, it's like you've gotten out of the boat and you're just observing. You're observing in this future energy, the mysterious. You're observing, you're trying to understand the things that are just below the surface. They have not yet come to light, but you know instinctively that there's something else that needed to be done needed to be said, needed to be expressed. And you're in this place of observation. Because the moon illuminates in the darkness. It illuminates with shadows. So there's always a little bit of confusion wrapped up in the moon energy, which is Piscean energy. Pisces is all about secrets. King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, feeling maybe a little disempowered. Somebody here is feeling a little disempowered. King of Wands in the reverse is a little aimless. Somebody who may have a lot of clout, a lot of resources, but isn't really sure which direction to head into. This could be your energy as well. It's like all dressed up and nowhere to go is what I just heard. I just want to hear, I want to get one more clarifier for the future potential. Thank you, Spirit. Judgment and the Page of Swords in the reverse. I feel, because sometimes, let me just talk about these for a second. Page of Swords in the upright talks about somebody who is very curious. Little spy, curiosity, exploration, especially in the mind space, the cerebral. But in the reverse, it's a much more passive energy. In the upright, it's kind of like go out there, hit the ground running, start reading, start writing, start asking questions. But in the reverse, it's kind of like just pulled way, 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 way back, just like this card. I think that will serve you well, because then this door is going to open. Judgment, another major arcana. 5 major arcanas for your reading today. It's a lot. Number 20, which represents answering the call of spirit. There will be something that will become very clear to you. It's actually going to yield. I see when the door opens, it's like a wealth of opportunity. So right now, you may be all dressed up with nowhere to go. You may have a lot of resources. Soon you will know how to use those resources. But it really requires you to just breathe. I'm hearing a lot of songs. The song by Toni Braxton, Breathe Again, Breathe Again. Lots of R&B. I've been listening to R&B a lot at work lately. That could have something to do with it. But there's always a reason for everything. They're only giving me that one line, Breathe Again, though, because the rest of that song is, I mean, you can listen to that song, but I don't feel that the rest of that song is relevant to your reading. It's more about this idea that you're pausing, you're in a contemplative place, not an overthinking. This is not overthinking. This is simply observing the mysterious and allowing it to be, right? Emphasis on acceptance, observing the world and allowing it to be, not trying to formulate all sorts of theories about it, just allowing it to be, allowing the answers to come forth, right? Because soon what they're going to do, they're going to be spilling out towards you. So that's your bonus reading, Libra. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Libra.